Let's knock. Why not?
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice.
I do too.
Pardon the interruption.
It's Toa. She's such a huge desk.
Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Reen Schwarzer.
Well, she knows our name.
Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
I mean, she is small, yes?
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book.
Is that so? Toa Herschel.
The name's Toa Herschel. I'm the student council president.
You definitely look the type.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you?
President Toa.
I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind.
That is very kind.
She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe.
I'm gonna peel back the curtain here real quick. She's probably my favorite female character in this game. Just the way her personality plays out and how much fun we're gonna have with that. But just something to keep in mind.
So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see.
Oh, student notebooks.
Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes.
Wait, did you make these?
And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Oh.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orbments. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
So you made that.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's pretty amazing.
But wait, who's we?
Yeah.
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf.
Ah.
Which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
I'm pretty sure we'd say it's somebody else's fault.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Yeah, I agree.
Technically, you're right. But she's always so busy.
Busy, is that what we're calling it?
And I help out the other instructors a lot too. So I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here.
She does seem a little, maybe a little too ardent for her own good.
So, you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, please.
we all live in the same dorm, so it shouldn't be too hard.
I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do too.
Huh?
Oh.
What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah.
Well, I mean, I would hope so. You're the one who wrote the manual.
She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work.
Oh, that's what you mean.
It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
I think we've been voluntold for something.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload?
I mean, I do now. I didn't before.
Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class?
That doesn't sound like something I would say.
She said you were all really eager to help out. So I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands.
Moi, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down.
Yeah, I agree, Rain. This is pretty much one of those situations where you're looking at her like, oh my god, I can't say no.
No. Instructor Sarah is absolutely right.
Yeah, of course.
Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult.
Don't hold back,
It'll
Toa.
mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them, and we try to help out however we can.
There's this weird fictional club of like problem solvers that always exists in these games or animes or anything like that. I've never encountered like a school club that's just problem, like submit your problems and we'll try and fix them.
I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day.
I wonder
Drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning.
if there is a school that has a club like this.
Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Thanks.
But it is an interesting way to deliver this. So again, we're sort of strong-armed in this, but it gives us an interesting interaction and a relationship to build around Reen and Toa here, of Toa being clearly a very hardworking individual that sort of leads people and has maybe taken on a little too much responsibility. And it gives us a perspective to give based on Reen here, who's also seemingly being dragged down the same path, where he is being put into a leadership role. He clearly is, somebody capable of problem solving, but he almost gets... He says yes maybe one too many times, and that goes too far.
Dusk already?
But there's still something to be gained from that in this case.
What a day.
Because he can use that circumstance to help people, to also become a little better, to learn a little more, and to help somebody who is also in that situation so the two of them together can solve it.
Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria.
I would have loved to see that scene.
And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy?
Well, it seems pretty clear she's the only person
Hello? This is Reen Schwarzer speaking.
doing any of this work.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind.
Wait a second, does German exists in this? What? Well, anytime this sort of thing comes up where you're like, all right, we exist in an alternate universe, and I will accept that everyone's speaking a language that everyone understands, so we hear it as English. Like the audience hears English and obviously sees and reads English because that's the language the game is in to make it viewable. But to go so far as to say that there's also a version of that is German is a bit of a stretch. It's clear she's just trying to make the joke of like speaking another language vaguely.
I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
But it is a little strange. I can't. Sarah's too good.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week.
Well, thank you.
I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event.
Is that so?
And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I mean, I can't
have a feeling
disagree.
Half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But all right, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem.
It also really comes across as a Reen. It's one of those situations where it seems like Sarah knows what's best for Reen, even if he doesn't.
There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president. So, Emma or Machias.
They don't really seem the problem-solving types, though.
And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course.
That's kind of what she's saying. Let's not pretend that's
But
not
in
what's
a class
going on.
full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special.
Huh.
Surely even you can see that, no?
He is this... We don't know this yet. Clearly, it's... For whatever reason, there's something going on that they're both hiding, that they clearly both know.
Well,
But for whatever reason, Reen seems uniquely qualified.
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all.
So we're just kind of making it up as we go.
So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course. It's the weekend, and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome.
There's a weird... So I'm going to get out ahead of it real quick here, just so we're clear. In a lot of games, especially Japanese games, there's a weird undertone of teacher-student relations that often goes a little beyond what you would normally consider acceptable. The way Sarah delivers a lot of these lines to Reen, and just in general, but largely, like, if she's chatting with him, obviously in her room, drinking alcohol, and making it a somewhat suggestive statement of all by my lonesome, there's an undertone there, clearly. We'll spend a bunch of time with Sarah to get to know all of that, but if that seems a bit odd to you, it's a weirdly... I won't say it's a cultural thing, but what I will say is that it's oddly less creepy to the people who make this game, seemingly, than to everyone else.
If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Because normally, if you're having a conversation with a woman on the phone and she's talking like this, it's not subtle what's coming across.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change?
Because if we were to take any of these lines out of context, it becomes very, very interesting.
It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
She is trying to teach him something, though.
And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew, and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
I like Sarah. I think she's really fun, and I do think as well she is trying to teach him something.
She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
It seems like they're trying to push sort of a theme through Reen's character of committing to things, because he seems decisive even early on, but there's another step to being decisive of sticking with things instead of just letting them go away. And it's weird the way they deliver it, saying like going with the flow, as if to say step into the river and then let it take you, instead of stepping into the river and then trying to get back out. Okay, and we gained access to our notebook here. And now that we have this evening, let's go. We have to go deliver out those notebooks to everybody, which means we also get to see where everyone's rooms are. Alright, let's drop a save again. Alright. So everybody is here once. It's another small thing. We're going to be able to... The rooms are separated. This is the boys' floor and the girls' floor is upstairs. There's nothing stopping us from going to the girls' floor, which seems a bit odd. It's kind of the kind of thing you probably wouldn't do most of the time. Granted, this seems to be almost like a college setting. So like I lived in a dorm not unlike this, but there were still like certain rules and things in place to try and avoid that happening. Anyway, let's check on Machias here. Yeah, we got something here for you. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's really the most convenient way to do this. We all live in one place. Handing it to one of us and having us just drop it off everyone's rooms is really the most efficient solution. Yeah, sorry if we interrupted you. Oh. Speaking as somebody who's left-handed, it's very obvious if I've been studying or writing, because I have ink and stuff all over my hands. I don't know if they're trying to imply Machias is left-handed here, or if that's just like a weird thing to say, but anyway. It was a cordial interaction. Machias seems really okay to talk to as long as you're not Usus, which is kind of interesting. Oh, we can just walk right into Gaius' room. What's up? Yeah, we got your student notebook. Here you go. No worries. Yeah, what is that hanging over there? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I get, like, cultural decorations and stuff. Yeah, well, maybe we'll come check on you and see what he ends up painting. It'd be cool to see what Gaius can produce. What's up, Usus? We got your student notebook. It's a little nosy for Rean to ask everybody, but I guess it's trying to make small talk. Okay. Why must I indulge in your mundane little questions? Huh. I wonder why he's so defensive. It's not like obviously we have the right for him to, you know, open up to us. He doesn't have to do that, but at the same time, there's not really a reason for him not to. I wonder, was that a warning? Yeah, it seems a little tough here, but it also comes across as if he's trying to help Rean out a little bit here. Where he's trying to say, hey, maybe don't just let everyone walk all over you. Yeah, we're just going around delivering things. Here you go. Yeah, I mean, you have like 3 violins, dude, and a vinyl player. Vinyl player. Oh well. Anyway. If these walls are a bit more soundproof, they're made of stone, dude. They look like they're bricks. Alright, well. Not a whole lot we could do as far as soundproofing goes, because you could egg carton the walls and stuff. There's no one in this room, I don't think. It's a vacant room. Instructor Sarah's room is locked. Is she in there? She's not. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll worry about that later. 305. I don't think we can walk into any of the girls' rooms, so it's Fee's room. I've got something here for you. Okay. Cheers. Yeah, sorry we woke you up. She's, short. And not in the physical sense. I mean, the speaking sense. Yeah, maybe one day we'll get her to open up to us. Hello. And then, so it's interesting here that Emma's the one to ask. Okay, let's check on the culture clubs. Yeah, definitely seems worthwhile. Thank you for looking out for us. We're trying. I appreciate the little insight of saying, like, hey, Elisa's trying to sort out the way her feelings on the matter. Nothing. Oh. Here's your notebook. Oh. It's probably not a bad idea. It'd be cool to see these two dueling. Might get some sword practice in there. And last but not least, let's check on Elisa here. It's me, Rean. Okay, yeah. So we explain through the door everything. Okay. She snatched it from her hands. Yeah, I mean, it's the kind of notebook situation where you have to open it to see whose it is. In this case, it doesn't really make sense because hers is the last book, the way I did this, but if she had been, like, the first one I had gone to, it would make sense. Oof. Yep, time for a retreat. Is there a reason she's hiding it? I guess we'll find out. So there's actually 3 floors to the dorm, if we haven't figured that. That doesn't self-evident here. And on the ground floor, we do have one more individual. Hello, Sarah. Is that what you're drinking? With 2. Yeah, when in doubt, 2. Now, Rean trying to look out for her. She's indestructible. I'll believe it. Plastered to bastard in the blink of an eye. There's a line, Rean. There it is. Alright, and I think we can't leave, so I think that's going to be it for tonight. Go check out our room here. Let's go ahead and step on in and move on to the next day. Our free day. Sunday the 18th. Alright, we got some tasks here. We're going to do all of the tasks the game gives us, but for now, we'll just kind of read through them. The game does actually have required and optional side quests, but drop your student notebook. We don't know where it is. Alright, well, we're going to be exploring anyway, so we'll keep an eye out for it. Need to make a delivery. Stop by the student council building? Okay. George. Oh, Colette gave us this one. And the principal says we want to check out the old schoolhouse. Some 1 or more combat-ready students. That's an interesting situation to have. Yeah, we definitely got to deliver. All right. So we got our 2 bonding points here. We're going to ignore that a little bit here. It says we have 2 bonding points. That's kind of the dialogue it gives us. We actually have 3, as I'm sure you can tell. The reason why we have that comes back to our first session. This is actually a New Game Plus file. All that we carried over, we made sure not to carry anything else over. The only thing we gained was the maximum bonding points. And the reason why we do that is to make sure we can talk to everybody and spend time with everybody. Normally you have to make decisions on who you actually spend your bonding points with. So bonding points are basically, you get to decide what character-specific events you get to experience. So there's a lot of, you get to hang out with this character, and then you know, time passes and you don't have enough. In this game, whenever that happens, you're actually limited normally to X number, in this case 2, I believe. But there'll be 3 or even 4 people you could spend time with, so you have to make a decision on who to have that with. By using New Game Plus, you're actually able to get unlimited amount, and that allows you to not have to make that decision. So that's sort of where we're at. We made the decision to do that just so that we could really experience everything and not have to play through the game twice. So I did play through the game all the way off stream. I've actually beaten this game a couple times. Again, this is something I mentioned on the first session, but I'll mention it again. I'm still acting like we don't know everything that's going on, but I do know what happens in the plot. So you don't need to tell me, and try not to spoil it either. Alright. Anyway, we got a bunch of shops here. We already looked at a lot of these on the way in here, but for now we can also use the quick travel menu to teleport about, but we're probably not going to do that for the time being. But now that the day has started, and we've been kind of going for about 3 hours here, we're actually going to hop right off, slap a save down. I hope everybody enjoyed watching, and we'll be back with more. I'm going to be taking a look at a lot of these and potentially putting highlights and stream archives onto YouTube. So if anyone wants to watch that after the fact, that's an option. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you guys all have a great night.